Hello everybody, it is Julie. Welcome back to Pages and Pens. Today I am here with a book unhaul. Let's jump right into it. So recently I got a little bit of a bug and decided that I wanted to reorganize my bookshelves. I have moved things around. I don't know if you can tell. This is still my favorite shelf. So this is favorites, this is red. Still favorites. There's a lot of favorites up there. And then my Folk of the Air, some Leigh Bardugo. Behind there is a whole bunch more. All my unread fantasy, all my unread contemporary. Over here I have all of my unread thrillers. I've tried to organize it by read, unread, and then genre, so I can pick and choose a little bit easier where I want to read from. This shelf right here is unread, but this is my immediate, like, what I'm most interested in TBR shelf. So it's a mix of genres, but these are all books that I want to get to really, really quickly. If you see anything on here that you think you recognize and you think I should prioritize, you let me know. I will be doing, and I will link down below my username for Discord and the link to my Buddy Read group on Discord. I'm holding myself accountable to getting that up and running. I think I have it mainly built, but I don't really know what we're reading first. So if you have any ideas for what we should read first, let me know. Let's jump into the unhaul. I have a considerable stack because I pulled everything off my shelves and was just brutally honest with what I was going to read, what I wasn't going to read. It is joining an obscene stack of books that I need to get rid of because my last unhaul has still not gone anywhere because no one's accepting anywhere yet. So I'm just sitting here with all these books, which is causing me anxiety, but at the same time, I need to just know that they're going. I'm gonna get rid of A Girl in the Himalayas, which is a graphic novel by David Jesus Vignoli. Really, really liked it. I'm not gonna reread it. Somebody else I think will really enjoy it. I'm gonna get rid of Lumberjanes, The Infernal Compass. I really stopped reading Lumberjanes, so I don't really need to keep this around. I'm going to be getting rid of Heavy Vinyl because I just don't know if I'm going to spend the money to continue to physically read this one. So I might as well just pass it along. This is something that I got at ALA. So I can let that one go, let somebody else read it. I'm going to get rid of Primer, but this is an adorable graphic novel that I actually really, really love. It's super, like, feminist and colorful and amazing, and this is just one of the arcs of it, but I really loved it, and I will definitely be keeping an eye out for it. So these are all the arcs that I have read that I'm getting rid of. Harlan Coben's The Boy from the Woods, because I did annotate this, like physically wrote in it. I don't really know how to then get rid of like annotated copies of things, especially arcs. But I just have no interest in keeping this. I'm never going to reread it, and I really didn't enjoy it. Lesson learned. Lobizana by Romina Garber. This is the arc. I loved this book. I actually really, really enjoyed it. I'm just not reading YA fantasy anymore, and I think that somebody else will enjoy it as well, and I'd rather pass it along to other people who can enjoy the book. And this one I did tab, but I did not physically annotate, so this one can go a little bit easier. Out of Body, which I did a thriller vlog on, so you can see my thoughts on that. This one is not annotated. It's tabbed, not annotated, so I can take the tabs out. This one is by Jeffrey Ford. This one was supposed to be about night terrors where you get like sleep paralysis, and I was all about that because I do suffer from sleep paralysis. Not as often as I used to, thank goodness, but I do. So I was interested to see how they kind of addressed it in this book, and I didn't really love the take. It ended up being a lot more fantasy based. Also, one of the thrillers that I read recently, and I did tab this and annotate it, no, just tabbed, woohoo, is The Girl from Widow Hills by Megan Miranda. I didn't hate this, but I also don't like the tropes that were used in this. I mean, it was fine, but I'm not gonna keep that one around. Another arc that I did read that I'm going to let go of is Decile by Cam Spraza. This one is one that I did tab and I did annotate, but this was my first experience with those clear tabs. So I have annotations in the book, but they're on post-it notes. Like, I can take them out. This one, I originally rated it really highly. I think I gave it 4 stars. This is not going to be a reread for me, and I've experienced it. I saw what it was all about, and I'm okay letting this go. I'm just gonna finish up the books that I have read that I'm getting rid of. I'm going to be getting rid of Birthday by Meredith Rousseau, which I did read and I did enjoy. I've been hearing problematic things about Meredith Rousseau. I don't know how accurate those are. I'm not canceling the author by any means, but I don't think I'm ever going to reread this, so this one can go. This does follow trans queer characters, and I think that somebody else could use this and maybe need this in their lives as representation. And I'm gonna let it go because I've read it and I'm done with the experience. I'm going to get rid of Lifelike by Jay Kristoff because I still can't get through Deviate. I struggled with this. I picked this up so many times and could not finish it. Couldn't finish it. So I'm not going to continue with the series. This was Struggle Bus City. So even though I enjoyed Lifelike, I'm not going to keep the first book if I'm never going to finish the series. And this one is tabbed but not annotated, so I can take those out and be able to just get rid of the two of those. It bums me out, but yeah, I just don't, I'm not going to read them. Similarly, super bummed, but I'm going to get rid of An Ember in the Ashes and A Torch Against the Night. I loved An Ember in the Ashes. Didn't love Torch Against the Night as much, and Reaper has been out for forever, it feels like, and I still haven't read it. I haven't felt the need to read it. Haven't been intrigued to pick it up. I'm not really reading YA as often, and I'm not reading YA fantasy as often, and I just don't think I'm ever going to continue with this. If I do, I know I can get Reaper as an audiobook, and as much as I enjoyed the first one, I'm not going to continue with these physically, and they are beautiful, beautiful editions, but they're taking up a lot of room, so they're going to go because I think somebody else will enjoy it. I'm going to be getting rid of Everything All at Once by Katrina Leno. I need to let Katrina Leno go. I am keeping Summer of Salt because I did really enjoy that book. Did not enjoy this one as much at all. And I also didn't enjoy, what was her other one? You Must Not Miss. But I think I physically annotated that one. This one is not annotated, so this one is going to go. I'm going to get rid of Alien Echo by Myra Grant. I thought I was going to love this, so I had no problems annotating it physically because it was Myra Grant / Shauna Maguire, and I love their writing, so I figured this was going to be the same. This is set in an already established world, like I think the world of Alien, like the movie, which I've never seen, and I felt like I just didn't understand anything. And what I did understand and I did read, I did not enjoy. So this is going to go. And it does feature a sapphic relationship, but I just couldn't get into it. So they're going to go. Then we've got books I haven't read yet. So let's jump into those. Some of them are arcs, and I just had to be really, really honest with which arcs I was going to get to. So what I don't think I'm going to be interested in is gotta go. Two arcs that are going to go, they're slotted to go to a friend as soon as I get to the post office, which I have not done yet. That is Goddess in the Machine by Laura Beth Johnson. The only reason I'm getting rid of this, which I just hauled, is because I got a finished copy from Alcrate that is gorgeous with gold gilded edges, and I definitely want to still read it, but I'll read the finished copy. I can pass this on to somebody who didn't get a finished copy. I'm also going to be getting rid of Mermaid Moon by Suzanne Kokel. This one I'm only getting rid of the arc, again, to a friend because I got a finished copy from my fantasy shelf. Goddess in the Machine, which is stunning, the Alcrate version, and Mermaid Moon. I have not read the arc for this yet, but I bought the finished copy because it comes standard with these gorgeous sprayed edges, this gorgeous square spine, and then naked, it is stunning. Like, this is the normal, everybody gets it, hardback copy, but I don't know if it's limited to the first run or how that works. So there was no way I was missing it. This is a first edition, so it may only be first edition, much like Shea Earnshaw with her Wicked Deep and Winterwood, where the embossing's only on the original first run. It was too beautiful not to buy. I'm going to get rid of Tracy Cheese, We Are Not Free. This one, I just don't think I'm ever going to get around to. Again, it's YA. It is about a very important topic. I believe this covers the internment camps. It's historical fiction. I'm not going to read it. I'm going to get rid of Sarah Zar's Goodbye from Nowhere. This one's about a boy whose mom has an affair and the dad has his own secrets, and the parents are trying to get him to hide the fact that his mom had an affair from the family and the fallout from that. I don't think I'm interested enough in it. Somebody Told Me by Mia Seigert. This one I think is just like an indie press thriller. I don't think I'm going to get to this one. This one is about a bi-gender main character who sometimes is a girl, sometimes it's a boy, and they go to live with their Catholic priest uncle, and confess and they hear all these different sins of people that have come to confess to their uncle. I don't think it's for me. It also focuses heavily, I think, on anime conventions. Not gonna be my thing. Confessions of a Bookseller. This is an arc, or it said it was an arc, but this has been out for a very, very long time. I tried to read it, didn't happen, so I'm gonna get rid of that one. And I'm also getting rid of Where Dreams Descend by Janella Angelis, only because I got a finished Outcrate edition that is gorgeous. Again, I will read this because I have the finished version. I'm gonna get rid of the arc. I'm gonna get rid of, finally, Before She Ignites by Jodi Meadows. I'm never gonna read this. I keep holding on to it because I'm like, it sounds so intriguing, and it does. Dragons, but I'm not ever gonna read this. So assigned Outcrate goes. I'm gonna get rid of The Book of Speculation by Erica Swiler. This one I think has to do with like a circus or a young librarian, long dead mother, circus mermaids. I'm not gonna read this. It's not gonna happen. Chain of Gold sampler, I'm probably just gonna throw away. The Rogue King Inferno Rising by Abigail Owen is a sexy smoking hot dragon shifter book. I'm not gonna read mass market. I know that about myself. It's probably just not gonna happen. I don't enjoy reading mass market. So I'm going to get rid of it even though I'm down with some dragon shifter smut. I'm going to get rid of Incendiary by Zoraida Cordova. I'm just not reading fantasy YA. I have to be honest about what I am and am not interested in. And I just don't really have any interest in this. It looks beautiful and I'm sure it's going to be stunning, but I just don't think I have any interest in it. I have all the swag that came with it still in here. Rebels and a girl with powers who can save the world. And I'm just kind of over that whole concept of like rebels trying to overthrow a kingdom and a girl who has special powers. But I don't have any interest in continuing with that trend of story in YA fantasy. So I'm not going to read that book. That one was a hard one. There were a couple in here that were really, really difficult for me to let go of that I was like, should I keep it? And then I just had to be really honest with myself and say, I'm never gonna read that. That's everything that I'm getting rid of. I haven't counted everything. 23 and then some graphic novels are gonna go. Little by little, I really just want to keep what I love and what I'm really, really excited to read. Some of the things just didn't make the cut. You know, I feel pretty good about it. And I also feel really good about the fact that some of them are ones that I have read. You know, I'm not really getting rid of a ton that I haven't read. And a lot of the ones that I haven't read that I'm getting rid of are arcs that I've just realized I'm maybe not as interested in as I originally thought that I was, that I picked up at ALA. So I'm okay letting go of things once I've read it and just realize that I don't love it enough to keep on my shelves. That's going to be everything for this particular Book UNHAUL. Check the description box down below for my social media links, Instagram, Twitter, and Discord. We will be doing a buddy read. Of what? I don't know. Let's do a quick glance over here at my immediate TBR shelf and then maybe we can pick a book to read, shall we? I am interested in Skyward by Brandon Sanderson in a big way. I'm also interested in Obsidian Tower by Melissa Caruso, Dig by A.S. King, super into, Angel Mage by Garth Nix, really want to read, Crier's War by Varela, I don't know what their first name is because I can't see it on the spine. But that's over here. I really want to read that. Neverworld Wake by Marisha Pessel. If you're interested in any of those, maybe let me know. I might put up a poll or a discussion thread in my Discord, so by the time you check the link down below, there will be a place for you to go on Discord and let me know what you want to read first, and then we'll do a page breakdown and read together. I'm pretty stoked about it, so you can find me over there, hanging out and reading books, if you can't find me here, but also on Instagram. My DMs are open. On Twitter, on Instagram. You guys can always reach out to me. I respond to all my comments. But that's it for this video. If you guys have enjoyed it, do be sure to give me a big thumbs up, click subscribe, and I'll see all of you in the next one. Bye guys.